Cigna Supplemental Benefits. I cover the western half of the country. Really excited to be on this webinar with the brokerage, which is one of our best partners today, to talk about our new charter. They are a really special group to us and have worked with us hard. So we are actually doing the first webinar for them on this new charter launch. So you picked a great group to partner with, and hopefully you'll enjoy partnering with us if you aren't already. Now, just a couple quick housekeeping rules. If you have questions, please type them in the question box. If I think it's a question that'll help everybody, I will try and answer it at the end of the webinar. If it's more on an individual question or case, somebody will contact you afterwards. And other than that, I hope to keep this pretty smooth and concise. I've been an agent out in the field. Don't want to waste your time rambling on about stuff. So with that, I'm going to get going. Again, we're actually going to talk about a brand new charter that is launching in some states next month and then over the next 2 years. It's expected to be in all 50 states plus DC. It's called the Cigna Health and Life Insurance Company Charter for Medicare Supplement here through Cigna Supplemental Benefits. So with that, let's talk about Cigna, our mission statement. We believe seniors deserve to live better lives than some of them do now. We want to focus on health care, not sick care. And we believe if seniors stay healthier, they can get a lot more out of their lives. So that's our commitment, that's our mission statement, that's what we want to help. We want to help our customers improve their health, well-being, and sense of security. Talking about what we're doing right now to fulfill our mission statement to our customer, we offer, as you can see, a variety of plans in most states, A, in some states B, then we offer C in some states, and then an F, a high deductible F, a G, and an N. And again, Medicare Supplement, for those who may be newer, allows clients to choose any doctor that accepts Medicare. It's not like some of those PPOs and HMOs and things that you or your clients may have been used to. They're guaranteed renewable for life, so it makes sure that they're going to have coverage when they need it most. In most states, we do have value-added programs, which we'll get into briefly here in a couple minutes. We have a 24-hour nurse hotline for your clients, so if they have a question, don't really think they need to go to the hospital, but just want to speak to a medical professional, they can just pick up the phone 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and speak to a nurse on our nurse hotline. We actually have a portal for our customers. That way they can go in and review claims, change payments, do ID cards. I know sometimes getting ID cards from some other carriers, they don't let your clients do that online. Things like that, just to make it easy for you and your clients. And as you see, most of our claims received electronically are auto adjudicated, and that means they're approved and the turnaround times for your client is very fast. And on top of all that, we believe in giving them value for their money with things like household discounts. This new charter is not going to have an app fee on it, so you aren't going to have to sit down when you're selling the new Cigna Health and Life Insurance Charter and explain what that extra 20 bucks is for. And on top of all that, as I'll show you later in this presentation, we're planning on having very strong premium rates, because obviously I know that's important in this marketplace. So this is what we offer, and we offer affordable premiums and rates. I think very competitive comp programs. If you have questions about that, just reach out to our friends there at the brokerage. 15-month advances are available. We are not going to charge on the new Cigna Health and Life Insurance Charter any interest on those advances. We have services and tools to help make it easy and quick to quote multiple policies, submit business electronically through our e-app, which we'll talk about. Phone sales, if you're an agent who sells over the phone, you work with the call center. If you aren't working with us now, our capabilities for e-app platforms are second to none, and you'll really like that. A live phone verification available Monday through Friday, so it makes it really easy for you to get your sales verified and submitted. We issue fast, usually within 2 to 3 days. I will tell you, if you submit it through our e-application process, it usually submits even faster. We have an agent resource center available, basically 8 to 8, Monday through Friday. So if you have a question, call that number in that orange box. They'll be able to help you out. And on top of all that, what we haven't had in the past with RLIC or with Loyal American is a nationally recognized brand. You know, if you've been selling our RLIC or our Loyal American, you know, when your customer asks about the company, you would have probably said, well, they're owned by Cigna or they're a subsidiary of Cigna. Now, in the name of the new charter, it's going to be Cigna Health and Life Insurance Company. So there will be no more having to explain that to your clients at the presentation. Again, I think making it easier for you to sell and helping your clients have more peace of mind. So this is what we've been doing this year. With RLIC, we've gone through in a lot of states and actually reduced Plan G rates, places like, off the top of my head, Iowa, Nebraska, Nevada, a lot of places we've gone through, and in some cases made some pretty deep 10 to 18% Plan G rate decreases to be ultra competitive in those markets. On Loyal American, we've done similar in a lot of states, or we've held rates depending on where the competitive marketplace was. For example, California, we just held our rates there, but again, it keeps us on a competitive platform now with our rates compared to the other competition since they've taken rates. And then we're going to have our new charter, which we're talking about mostly today, that launches starting next month. It's going to be great. Really strong rates, which I'll show you, and a lot of other features that I think you're going to like. This is an anticipated map. I will tell you, just to be very honest, it's been a moving target, as I'm sure you can understand. There is, you know, with DOI approvals, IT programming, marketing, putting materials together, sometimes things come quick and sometimes things take longer than anticipated. I will get into what we know right now here in a few minutes in the presentation, but again, this is the initial expected availability of states. Now, these are the plans we plan to offer in most states. So we're going to offer an A, an F and a high deductible F, a G, and an N. And these are the highlights of the product. So again, as I told you earlier, no app fee. So you aren't going to have to explain that $20 fee to clients that sometimes I think they look at you when you're out there selling it to you and they're like, okay, so basically it's just an extra 20 bucks. Again, up to 15-month advance, no interest on advances. We are going to have, as we do on our other MedSup, a 7% household discount. We're going to have Cigna Healthy Rewards. In a lot of states, things like not only the 24-hour nurse hotline, we're going to have Silver and Fit gym membership, which is awesome, things like that. Speed to issue. So again, we're going to get your cases issued fast. What that does is it gets a policy to your clients fast and gets you paid. And we're going to have the high deductible F and the 24-hour health information line, which is that nurse hotline. This is basically how our household discount works. Basically, if you're using our e-app, it'll calculate, but if the spouses have either RLIC, Loyal American, or the new Cigna Health and Life Insurance, they will get that. And it's pretty simple. It's based off the youngest person in the household. Again, if you're doing the e-app, it will be automated in the when you put it in the app. So it'll be really, really easy for you to calculate and show your clients. These are the healthy rewards I talked about. Now, not all of these are available in every state, but there's some alternative medicine. There's some fitness clubs, like I said, that's Silver and Fit, mind, body, health care, nutritional information and guidance, tobacco cessation, vision care for glasses, contacts, etc., and weight loss programs. Again, what we're trying to do is health care, not sick care. And the more healthy we can keep your clients and our clients, the better it is for them, the better it is for all of us. So that is our goal with this new charter. This is some stuff that's really important. We are going to launch our Express app and our paper app in Connecticut, Texas, and Kansas beginning September 9th. Agent View will have materials. It already has some. With the new product, we will not have a substandard. That will stay with ARLIC. So if you're looking for somebody, information for a client with some health issues that wouldn't qualify through standard underwriting, and you still want to put them with us, that won't be available under the new charter. You'd have to go back to ARLIC. With standard and preferred rates, the underwriting is going to be the exact same as it is now with Loyal and ARLIC. So if you've been writing apps with us, basically all that means is the underwriting hasn't changed. There's no big swerve for you. The app's a little different. The questions have been streamlined a little better. With the declinable drugs, there is not a change to what we will and won't accept. Express app has been updated. It won't be available in some states till later, which we'll get into states and when they're available as far as what we know right now in a couple minutes. Internal replacements will be allowed for the first time. We've never allowed internal replacements before. I think that's a great thing. What it does is it allows you to keep your customers with us instead of chancing losing them to another agent selling a different company. And then the commission, if there is an internal replacement, it's going to be paid to the original writing agent. And there's a few other little things. We don't expect a lot of internal replacements, but there may be some on this. So we are going to allow it for the first time. If you have any questions on the commissions, how it's going to work with an internal replacement, just reach out to us or the brokerage, and either one of our groups will be happy to answer your questions. This is just simply the app, the health questions. Like I said, the questions have been streamlined and reworded slightly, but the conditions and everything we'll take has not changed at all. So it's just a little nicer app for you, a little easier to go through with your clients. And this is what we did. So if you were an agent already with us, you don't really have to do anything to be appointed under the new charter with your same upline. So all we did was we sent out an amendment in May, and we let you know, hey, we're going to amend your contract and add this. And unless you're an agent that opted out of that amendment, we've already added that to your contract. If you were with us and have been terminated, you will receive abbreviated, or you have received abbreviated paperwork to reinstate. We're going to do some background checks, etc., but it's minimal. And then other than that, it's pretty easy. If you haven't been with us and would like to be with us to sell this new product, I strongly suggest you reach out to the team at the brokerage and ask them for contracting. I'm going to show you rates on the first few states in a couple minutes, and you'll understand why. We also have marketing pieces. We try and make it easy for you. These are compliance approved, customizable with your contact information marketing pieces that you can get on Agent View that are really nice, well put together, that you can get out there, some different marketing pieces like the one in front of you. Really nice. And then let's talk about some quoting issues or differences, excuse me. So when you're using the e-app on Agent View, you're going to see the new legal entity available. It is going to show Cigna Health and Life Insurance Company. Again, new, but I think that's good. I've got to assume, and we all assume, that the name brand of Cigna is going to carry a lot of weight, and in conjunction with the great rates and everything else we have, we're sure this product's going to be a winner as it's launched throughout the country. So you're going to have this. Express app is going to change slightly for this, but it's going to look very similar to how it looks now. However, I will tell you, if you are an agent who sells by phone or likes to e-submit apps so they're come into home office in good order, so they're issued quicker, paid quicker, policies to your clients quicker, we have one of, if not the best e-app platform in the industry, I promise you. So if you haven't checked it out, check it out. Also, the other great thing about our e-app is if you're cross-selling, you cross-sell by a check mark, and then it allows you to just answer the health questions for that product, whether it's our cancer, heart, and stroke product, which is a great product. We're starting to see a lot of sales of that, or final expense where it's available. And then, so again, all you do is answer those few additional underwriting questions and the coverage questions. You don't have to start an e-app all over. So again, it's conducive to sales, not to monotony and redundancy like some of the other e-apps out there are, where you have to do one, start over, type everything in again, and submit the second one. This is kind of what it looks like. It's just going to be very similar again to the way the Express app looks right now. This is what the proposal is going to look like. Just a simple example. You're able to quote all the different plans to your client, and you'll be able to send it to them, put their name, their date of birth, etc. Send it to them either electronically or print it out and mail it to them if it's somebody who you want to get a proposal to. So again, really nice, conducive to getting your clients information. This is the best part, in my opinion, our rates. We'll start with Texas. Texas is my biggest state. I expect great things out of Texas. I've got Area 1 rates in front of you right now. So as you see, a Plan G 65 to 67-year-old female in Area 1 is only going to be $93.04. The 70-year-old female Plan G in Area 1 is going to be $101.59. And the male, likewise, is going to be $105.42 at 65 to 67 and $115.10. Now, guys, I have not done what some other people do. I have not added household discounts. These are the standalone rates for a single person buying it. Now, these are preferred, so they're non-tobacco, non-nicotine, non-e-cigarette. But other than that, I haven't played games with the rates. These are the actual rates that you'll be able to offer your customers here next month in Texas. For Plan F female, you're looking at 65 to 67, $114.74, and $124.12 at 70. And a male, again, is $130.01, and at 70, $140.63. As you can see, we want business. We price these rates. Now, what I did in Texas, which I didn't do in the following examples, but I know sometimes people go, well, those are your Area 1 rates. What do your Area 2 rates look like, which is where we're going to be selling most of our business? Here's your Area 2 rates. As you can see, the zip codes are right in front of you. It's your Dallas County, Tarrant counties, etc. Your Plan G is going to be $102.78 for the aging in female, $112.22 at 70. The male aging in on G is going to be $116, and the female at the male at 70 is going to be $127.14. The F, just as good, female $126, at 65, and at 70, 137. And the male is going to be 143 at 65 and 155 at 70. Again, I know I'm taking time on the rates, but I know just as well as you know, if we don't have a competitive rate in this market, we might as well not waste any more time. So just to show you, our rates in Texas are going to be extremely strong, and they're planned to continue in our other states. For instance, if you're an agent in Kansas, the rest of the states, I'm just putting Area 1 up to give you samples, but if you do want the rest of the rates, they are available. Contact our friends at the brokerage. They'll be happy to get you the outline, which has all the rates for the states. Plan G, 65-year-old female, 99, male, 112. Plan F, 122, female, and Plan F male, 139.08, aging in rates. So again, very strong in Kansas, but Michigan, just as good. Plan G, aging in, $96 for a female, $109 for a male. Plan F, aging in, $118 for a female and $134 for a male. We're going to be extremely strong in Michigan this year. So if you sell in Michigan, if you live in Michigan, so over the phone in Michigan, we're going to have a product for you. And then Indiana, again, 97.37 female, aging in G, 110.32 male for the G, and then 120.08 for the female on the F, and 136.05 for G at 65. Again, I know you guys can read. I just want to reiterate, these rates should be phenomenal. They should be ultra competitive in all of those states. So if you sell in even one of them and you aren't contracted with us already, or you are contracted and haven't thought about selling for us, get ready, because September 9th, we're going to be ready to go. This is what the launch looks like and is planned as of right now. Texas, Kansas, and Connecticut, and yes, I didn't put Connecticut rates up. If you want them, let us know. Very little MedSup is sold in Connecticut, very few MedSup agents. But Texas, Kansas, Connecticut, paper and e-app, ready to rock on September 9th. In Michigan, for those of you selling in Michigan, paper app available September 9th, e-app available 10/21. Indiana, paper app 9/9, e-app 11/18. And then phase 2, we're going to go with Illinois, Kentucky, North Carolina, South Carolina. Paper app's going to be available October 14th, and the app is going to be planned to be available 1 week later. Mississippi, paper app also on 10/14, e-app 2 weeks later on 10/28. And then our plan is for Colorado, Ohio, and Pennsylvania, paper app again, 10/14. E-app's going to be delayed a little bit for programming till November 18th. But so a lot of states coming. Those later states that are in phase 2 on this after Indiana, we've actually kind of pushed a lot of them up to get them to the market earlier in AEP and open enrollment, so you guys have them to sell this year instead of having to wait. So we've got that available and are looking forward to working with you on that. So now let's talk about phone verification, something that I think is great. We offer a live phone verification. Basically, it acts as an electronic signature and verifies the medical questions with your applicant. Your client's going to get, when they do the phone verification, they're going to get a case number. You should put that on the application before submitting it. And simply, basically Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Central, you call the number on the screen, 866-825-4822, and we'll have our team do the phone verification call. It's a great process. Get your e-signature when you need it, and verifies those questions. Now this is when we do and don't need it. If it's open enrollment in GI, unless you're doing a, the only time you need it basically is when you're doing a phone or fax sale that does not have a wet signature. So if you're doing an e-app and it's open enrollment guarantee issue period, all you do basically is at the end of the app in the client signature, you type phone sale. If you're doing paper and fax and your client actually signs it, we don't need any signature. So the only time you need it during open enrollment and GI scenarios is phone or fax, no wet signature. Now, if it's underwritten, we need the phone verification, period. So please make sure any underwritten case, you go ahead and you set the expectation up front with your client. Hey, after we're done, we're going to call and speak to Cigna. They're just going to talk to you for a few minutes. They're going to verify your health information and get an e-signature for us on a recorded line. And as you see at the bottom, you can actually call and speak to an underwriter. So if you're in a gray scenario, you don't know if it's going to be approved or declined, just pick up the phone and call our underwriter, and they'll be able to answer that for you. Now here's some simple guidelines with the business and the app. We've got all the materials. Make sure if it's a required piece of material, it is your responsibility to get those to your clients. As you well know, we have them available, but please make sure you get them. The outline of coverage, always required. Choosing a Medigap policy or a MedSup policy, always required. And then if you're replacing, you always need the replacement form left with your client. And some other states actually have some other state-specific forms. They're included in the app packet, but as you're going through, just be aware of them. If they're in there, leave those with your clients so they have everything they need. Nobody questions your business. Brochures are always great to leave with the client, but those are optional. Now, we do have a couple different sales application submission scenarios. We have open enrollment. As most of you know, it starts on the first day of the month in which they turn 65 and are enrolled in Part B. The effective date cannot be over 180 days from the app sign date. Wisconsin, as you see, has a little bit different. Underwritten. Make sure you answer the health questions with your clients, do the PV, the phone verification. We are going to check their prescriptions. You can do it 180 days prior to the effective date, and the sign date cannot be more than 60 days from the effective date, so just keep that in mind. This is some other stuff. I don't want to bore you with going through this. If you have any questions with what we do and don't allow with GI and under 65 and what we're going to require, just give us a call, or our partners there at the brokerage. We'll be able to make sure you have everything you need. These are just some more guidelines. Just know that everything's set up basically. So you have to be licensed first. The rates are always based on the applicant's age at the time they sign. So keep that in mind. Modal factors apply. So if they're paying quarterly, semi-annual, or annual, there's going to be a little different modal factor used than monthly. We don't allow third-party payers, things like that. Again, simple. If you have questions, just give us a call. We'll be happy to help you out with that. And this is some post-sale information. If the client's switching policies, once we accept and issue the new policy, please make sure they call the other carrier and cancel their other policy. They are allowed to sign up for a Part D prescription coverage during AEP or other applicable enrollment periods. If when you submit an app, there's a question or something with the app that our processing team doesn't know, or maybe you left something out, you're going to get an RFI or request for information. Please make sure that you answer that quickly so we can get your case issued. It'll also show up on your agent portal through Agent View. If needed, new business may also contact the customer directly. please, if that happens, don't get upset or think we're trying to go around you. We're simply trying to get the information to help facilitate getting the policy issued, getting the client their policy in a timely manner, and getting you paid. And then, if required, agent should correct the issue directly on the application per new business direction and send back for processing. Here's the information. But again, as that comes up, they're going to tell you who to call, where to send it, and everything. So just make sure if that comes through, you take care of it in a timely manner. If it's declined or the insured cancels, you're going to actually receive a letter so you'll know that it was declined or the client canceled. And if you want to appeal a declination, we actually have the ability for you to do that. You can either call or fax that in to our underwriting department. So instead of just no, you've got to just deal with it. It's a no. You do if you're sure that's a good case for us and that we should reconsider. You actually do have recourse to request an appeal. Now with that, that's the end of my presentation. I do like to also talk about our agent trip. We've got one right now that you can qualify for. The qualification started March 1st and go through the end of February next year. So even if you haven't sold for us yet, you still do have time to qualify. The qualification is $175,000 if you're selling MedSup alone. If you sell cancer, heart, and stroke or final expense, those count 3 times premium. So with that, now's a great time to type questions in the question box and let me know if you need anything, and we'll try and answer those questions. Daniela, can you tell me if there's any questions?
Okay, let's see here. I do see that there are a couple of questions. For some reason, it's not letting me open them. What we might have to do is just send out an email with the responses.
Okay, so we can do that. If you'll just, when we're done, give me the questions. I'll work with you and your team to get those answers. And everybody that's on the call, we will just answer anything again that is pertaining to the masses. We'll get that out to everybody through our partners there at the brokerage, out to you in email. And then if it's individual, they'll probably contact you on an individual basis to make sure your needs are taken care of.
Awesome. Well, thank you everybody so much for coming on the line today, and thank you, Jim, for the presentation. And like you said, if you guys have any additional questions, you can contact us, and we will send out an email with the responses to the questions if they are relevant to everybody. Otherwise, you will get a personal email from me. Also, keep an eye open for the follow-up with the recorded version of the webinar in case you want to rewatch. Other than that, thank you everybody for taking the time to come on the webinar today. We really appreciate it.
Likewise, thank you everybody. We appreciate it. We're really looking forward to this new charter. Make it a great Thursday, and we'll talk to you soon.
Sounds great.